I didn't think this day was going to come. James Comey got indicted. And so we can wait for his mugshot. And he is going to be going to trial, according to himself, because he put out a post saying that he was innocent and that we should have a trial. So he is counting on the deep state and leftist insane people to somehow get him out of this. And look, I'm ecstatic. I really am. I think it's great. Finally, the DOJ is getting his ass in gear. They're fucking moving. But there still hasn't been any accountability yet. Just because he's indicted and will get arrested, it's going to go easy. You can count on probably they're not going to, kick his door in and drag him out. They're going to make an appointment for him to turn himself in like they did with Trump. I don't see them dragging him out of his house. It would be nice, you know what I'm saying? It would be nice because I think he deserves it, but that probably ain't going to happen. But he will be arrested. He'll be booked. And then we will see where the case goes. But there is something important about this that we do still have to consider talking about, right? The fact that they did this days before the statute of limitations was going to expire, right? Days before. Means that the deep state is still very much active, right? They're still very much alive and well. They're still very much involved in major decisions. And they don't want to go after these people, right? They don't want to have accountability for leftist Democrats and deep state hacks. They don't. I mean, the prosecutor that filed that's going to be working on it is new. They had to get rid of the other one. There was one in there, and they refused to prosecute. So they're fired, right? I forgot what the guy's name is. Doesn't matter. But now Trump got somebody in there that's actually willing to do the job. And look, the people that don't want justice are either in on the scam here, right? They're in on the whole thing. They're part of the deep state, or they're too scared because they don't want to fuck their career up in the future when the Trump administration is gone and they might have to get in with some Democrats. They never will if they indict people like James Comey and prosecute people like James Comey. So there's a lot of weak-kneed people still within the administration, still in positions of power, that absolutely don't want to see anybody held to account from the last 10 years. And let's be honest, people, James Comey is just like one of hundreds. I mean, it must be hundreds. If you count the Twitter files, COVID, Epstein, the Russiagate, the rest of the Russiagate people, the BLM fucking bullshit, just destruction of property, the riots for George Floyd. I mean, there's so many things to which people still need to be held to account. And a lot of those things probably aren't ever going to happen because there's going to be statute of limitations on stuff all the way through it, unless the DOJ really starts ramping it up, which I expect they probably should, right? I don't know if they will, but they should. Then a lot of the people that should be held to account are going to get away from it because of statute of limitations things. Because unfortunately we had 4 years of Biden, which none of these people were ever looked at, and if they were, it was swept under the rug real quick by the Biden administration. We still got the auto pen scandal. We still got, like I said, there's many, many things. January 6th deal. There's many things that still need to be looked at, and people need to be put to account, held to account for those things. And so James Comey, great that he's indicted. I'm going to be positive about this because I've been saying the whole time, I don't think we're going to see anything because I think there's just too many weak-kneed people within the administration that don't want to do it. I've always said that it's not Trump's fault because Trump definitely wants to see accountability. It's clear by the message he sent to Pam Bondi in public saying, look, Pam, let's start moving. You've had now, 6 months, 7 months to pussyfoot around. Let's fucking start kicking ass and taking names now. That's basically a warning to Pam Bondi that, look, basically what Trump is saying is, hey, you're doing a great job, but if you don't start getting some people in handcuffs by Christmas, we're done. I think that's pretty much what that means. And so now the first of the dominoes is on the chopping block here, so to speak. James Comey. And look, the guy is a complete snake. Everybody knows what he was involved in with the Russiagate thing. Everybody knows he let Hillary Clinton basically get away with like major crimes, right? This shit with the fucking at-home server and deleting all the emails and crushing her phones and getting rid of the evidence. That shit is a major problem. And she got away. Trump let her go too, to be honest, right? Because Trump, the first time around, didn't want to go this route, right? He didn't want to start persecuting and prosecuting political opponents. And he wanted to kind of play ball the way the status quo has always played ball. Listen, if we catch you for corruption, but you're part of the gang, we're not going to prosecute you, so you don't prosecute us. We're going to basically let everything slide that the deep state and Congress people and all the people in power do. That was kind of the deal. And Trump was actually willing to go with that the first time around, which is why he let Hillary Clinton slide, right? And now, because the Democrats and the left said, okay, thanks for letting us slide, but we're not letting you slide, so go fuck yourself. We're going to go after you with the full force of everything. You know, indictments, felonies, mugshots, the whole thing. They went full bore and failed. And now they expect everything to be, patty cake and everything's cool now. No. Now not everything is cool at all. Trump is like, you guys started this shit, and now you're going to get it. It's the people like Pam Bondi, this pussy prosecutor, the weak-kneed Republican rhinos in Congress. It's those people, the deep state hacks, the bureaucrats that are in lower levels. Those people are still a problem, right? They still are a problem. And so it's very important that all that system, the structure, gets gone after, right? The NGOs, where's the money going? You know, the thing that Doge was starting to do. All that shit needs to continue, right? They need to be looking into everything and finding any fucking possible way to punish these Democrats and the left that did illegal or treasonous things, right? Because, as I've said from the beginning, if they get away with it, they are going to come back hard if they ever get power again, right? I know right now it looks like they never will because their party is completely screwed, right? They are committing political suicide each and every day. So it looks like they may never get elected again, but they probably will. And they will weaponize the law again and then some if they get the chance. So they need to know that, hey, if you guys do this, we will do the same to you and worse. We will crush you, right? So hopefully holding these people to account is going to bring back some balance in the way government in America should kind of function, right? But we can't let them just get away with it, right? We can't do that. That's not going to work because then they will feel emboldened to continue. Look what is happening in America right now. And the left is causing all of it, right? The left is causing all of it. And so they need to understand that this shit is over with, right? This shit is over with. They really do. So hopefully Comey is going to be the first of many. And hopefully Comey actually faces some punishment here. Now, it is possible that they're going to cut a deal with him and he's going to get off on some sort of light shit. And then we're going to be, Trump's, the administration, the people in the administration, DOJ and shit's going to be able to say, look, we held him to account, but we just didn't get enough, we didn't get much time for him. He got a plea deal, and but we held him to account. Yeah, no, just going through the motions is not enough. The guy needs to serve serious time, right? That will scare them away. That will scare them straight. If he gets them off with some sort of slap on the wrist shit, that's not going to scare anybody straight. They're just going to laugh, and they're going to continue on with their crazy Democrat antics. And we all know that's the case. We all know that's the case. So what needs to happen is now for everybody to hold strong, back straight, shoulders up, and let's do it. right? Let's do it. You can't go halfway now. Because, the left and the Democrats are going to hate it if James Comey goes to jail. They're going to hate it. They already hate it that he's indicted. They're already screeching and crying and, oh my God, like the last 4 years never ever happened, right? The last 10 years, actually. They're just pretending like that shit never happened. And this is the first time a crazy fucking Trump presidency. The dude is insane. Weaponizing the law against us. How could he? That's a tyrant, blah, blah, blah. You know they're doing the shit. They're out there right now on MSNBC doing it right now. They're doing it right now. You know what I mean? So, hey, no halfway, otherwise we're going to get steamrolled. So I expect them to throw the book at this motherfucker. Right? I really do. And luckily, Trump has a new prosecutor in that may just do that. And we will see how it goes. I hope it's just the first of many. But let's not cheer too soon. Because there is a lot to be done, people. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put out a video pretty soon, the next day or two, that basically recommends for you guys to watch a podcast with Mike Benz. Because then you're going to see what Trump and those that are really on Trump's team are actually up against. And hey, man, they've got a big job ahead. In order to crush this deep state and get these people held to account, they've got a big job ahead. Now, that does not excuse them if they don't get it done, but I just want everybody to know how big a job it really is. It's daunting. It's daunting. It's blackpilling. But I'll put that video out in the next couple days. Everybody, take the win for the weekend, and let's hope that this bears some fruit. All right, that's all I got for today. We'll see you guys on Monday. Bye-bye.